Friends, today we will start gravitation. In this class mainly we will discuss about uniform circular motion, centripetal acceleration and centripetal force. All of you listen carefully. A force is necessary to produce motion in the body. We are very well known that to create motion in the body, a force is necessary. Without any force, we can't move the object. A body dropped from a height falls toward the earth. It indicates that the earth exerts a force of attraction on the body. When any body is dropped from certain height, it will fall toward the earth. What it indicates? The earth exerts a force of attraction on the body. In fact, the earth attracts all the objects towards its center. The earth attracts all the objects towards its center. Here we can see the attraction force of the earth. Earth attracts all the objects towards its center. We know that all planets move around the sun. All the planets move around the sun. Here we can see all the planets move around the sun. We also know that the moon moves around the earth. We also know that moon, satellites, artificial satellites will move around the earth. Here we can see moon moves around the earth. In all these cases, there must be some force acting on these objects to make them move around another object. In all the cases which we observed, we can conclude that force acting on these objects to make them move around another object instead of moving in a straight line. Now we will discuss the definition for gravity or gravitation. Gravity or gravitation is taken from Latin word gravitas. It means weight. Gravitas means weight. It is a Latin word. Gravity or gravitation is taken from Latin word. Now we will see the definition for gravitation. Gravity or gravitation is a natural phenomena by which all things with mass or energy are brought towards one another. Gravity or gravitation is a natural phenomena by which all things with mass or energy are brought towards one another. The attraction force between any two massive objects is called gravitational force. It is a natural phenomena. By the gravitation, all the things which having mass or energy are brought towards one another. The gravitational force of Earth is responsible for holding the atmosphere above the Earth. The gravitational force on the Earth is responsible for holding the atmosphere above the Earth. And also for the rain falling to the earth. It is also responsible for the rain falling towards the earth. For flow of water in the rivers. Gravitational force of the earth also responsible for flow of water in the rivers. It is also responsible for keeping us firmly on the earth. Without gravitational force, we cannot keep us firmly on the earth. Gravitational force of earth also responsible for revolution of moon, satellites around the earth. Without this gravitational force, moon, satellites cannot revolve around the earth. It is also responsible for, on earth, gravity gives weight to the physical object. It is responsible for weight to the physical object. Without gravity, there is no weight. The gravitational force between earth and the moon causes causes tides in the sea. Gravitational force between Earth and Moon causes tides in the sea. Think why tides are high during full moon and new moon day. We can observe that tides are high during full moon and new moon day. Around each new moon and full moon, the sun, earth and the moon arrange themselves more or less along in a line. Around each new moon and full moon day, sun, earth, moon arrange themselves in a straight line. Then the pull on the tides increases because gravity of the sun reinforces the moon's gravity. The gravity of the sun increases the moon's gravity. That's why tides will increases on new moon day and full moon day. Tides will form due to the gravitational force between earth and moon. Newton explained the motion of moon by using the concept of uniform circular motion. He explained the motion of the moon by using the concept of uniform circular motion. We will discuss about uniform circular motion. And then he developed the idea of gravitation between any two masses. Here we can see Sir Isaac Newton. Once upon a time, he sat under an apple tree. He observed that apple fruits are falling towards the earth. He got a doubt. Why apple fruits are falling towards the earth? Why they don't go to the higher altitudes? So finally he concludes that earth has gravity. It has attracting power. That is nothing but gravity, gravitational force. Now we will see one activity. Our aim is observing the motion of an object moving in a circular path. We will observe the motion of an object moving in a circular path. For this, take an electric motor which is used in toys. Electric motor that should be used in toys and fix a disc to the shaft of the electric motor. Take one disc and fix the disc to the shaft of the electric motor. Here we can see electric motor which is used in the toy. Take that electric motor and take one disc, fix the disc to the shaft of the electric motor. Place a small wooden block on the disc. Take one small wooden block and place that small wooden block on the disc at the edge. Now switch on the motor. By using batteries, connect the circuit and switch on the motor. When you switch on the motor, you will observe that the electric motor disc will rotate. As the disc is rotating, wooden block also will rotate along with the disc. We will observe that for every 10 revolutions, it will take same time. If you measure the time taken to complete 10 revolutions by the wooden block, we will observe that for every 10 revolutions, it will take same time. The wooden blocks moves in a circular path with a constant speed. So we can say that for every 10 revolutions, it is taking same time. So we can say that wooden block moves in a circular path with a constant speed. It moves in a circular path with a constant speed. So this motion of the wooden block is uniform circular motion. This motion is nothing but uniform circular motion. Now we will see the definition for uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion is the motion of the body with a constant speed in circular path. Uniform circular motion is the motion of the body with a constant speed in circular path. It should be travel in circular path. It should be travel with constant speed, not velocity. It should be travel with constant speed. Speed is constant, but in circular motion, direction is varying. Drawing velocity vectors for a body in uniform circular motion. Now we will draw the velocity vectors for a body in uniform circular motion. In uniform circular motion, direction of velocity is changes at every instant of time, but speed remains constant. Listen once again. In uniform circular motion, direction of velocity changes at every instant of time. Direction is changing at every instant of time, but speed remains constant. Speed is constant. Here we can observe the direction of velocity. The direction of velocity is always tangential to the circle at that point. Let a body move with a constant speed v in a circular path of radius r. Consider a body that is moving with a constant speed v. In a circular path, the radius of the circular path is capital R. The velocity vector changes direction and appears to rotate. Already you know the velocity is always changing for every instant of time. The velocity vector changes direction and appear to be rotate. This velocity vector is appear to be rotated. If a velocity vector is rotated through small angle, the change in velocity will be represented by the base of the isosceles triangle. If a velocity vector is rotated through small angle, velocity vector is appear to be rotating. If it is rotating through a small angle, the change in velocity can be represented by the base of the isosceles triangle. Here we can see the base of the every isosceles triangle is nothing but change in velocity, that is delta v. The base of the every isosceles triangle is nothing but change in velocity, that equal to the delta v. Let us consider the change in velocity during course of complete revolution of body. Now we will consider the change in velocity during course of complete revolution of the body. For one complete revolution, the sum of magnitudes of change in velocity during a complete revolution will be equal to the sum of sides of the depicted polygon. Here we can see the depicted polygon. The sum of the magnitudes of change in velocity during complete revolution will be equal to the sum of the sides of the depicted polygon. One side is equal to the delta v. By adding all the sides of the depicted polygon, we will get the change in velocity during one complete revolution. But the direction of velocity changing continuously. Here the direction of velocity changing continuously, but speed is constant. Exact value of sum of the magnitudes of the changes in velocity of the body during the course of one revolution will be equal to the circumference of the circle. For one complete revolution, the changes in velocity exact value equal to the circumference of the circle, that is nothing but 2 pi v. The circumference of the circle is 2 pi v. We know that the magnitude of acceleration is equal to ratio of magnitude of change in velocity for one revolution and the time period. Already we know that acceleration is given by ratio of change in velocity and time period. Here we can see the formula, that is equal acceleration is equal change in velocity by time period. Let AC be the magnitude of acceleration of the body in uniform circular motion. Here AC represent magnitude of acceleration in uniform circular motion. So AC is equal change in velocity is 2 pi v and time period is t. AC is the acceleration, change in velocity is 2 pi v and time period is represented by t. Here t is the time period. What is meant by time period? Time required to complete one revolution is called time period. Time required to complete one revolution is called time period. Time period formula 2 pi r by v. Time is equal displacement or distance by velocity. So distance is 2 pi r and velocity is v. When the radius of the circle is r, total distance is nothing but circumference. Circumference is equal to the 2 pi r and velocity is v. So time period t is equal to 2 pi r by v. By substituting in first equation, we will get AC is equal 2 pi v by t. In place of t, we can write 2 pi r by v. In place of t, we are substituting 2 pi r by v. So what we will get? 2 pi r by v will be reversed. AC is equal 2 pi v into v by 2 pi r. So 2 pi will be cancelled. V into v is equal v square. V square by r. AC is equal v square by r. This is very important formula. AC is equal v square by r. AC is nothing but acceleration in circular motion, uniform circular motion. The acceleration of body in uniform circular motion is directed perpendicular to its velocity. Already you know, velocity always act in the tangential direction. For the uniform circular motion, the acceleration of body in uniform circular motion is directed perpendicular to its velocity. Here we can see the direction of velocity and direction of acceleration. Direction of acceleration is always perpendicular to the direction of velocity. Direction of acceleration is always toward the center. The acceleration of body is directed along the radius toward the center of the circle. Acceleration of the body is directed along the radius. It always acts toward the center of the circle. Now we will see the definition, very important definition, that is centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration. This acceleration that changes only the direction of velocity of a body is called centripetal acceleration. Acceleration which changes only the direction of velocity of a body is called centripetal acceleration. Or we can say another definition, that is acceleration which deviate the object from linear path and make it travel along circular path is called centripetal acceleration. Acceleration which deviates the object from linear path and make it travel along circular path. Actually, when the object is traveling, when the direction of velocity is in the tangential direction, the object also traveling in tangential direction. But here centripetal acceleration will act on the object. That's why it will deviate the object from linear path and make it travel along circular path. So the object is traveling in the circular path. So formula for centripetal acceleration, AC is equal v square by r. Formula for the centripetal acceleration, AC is equal v square by r. Now we will see the centripetal force. Centripetal means toward the center. A force which acts toward the center of the circle is called centripetal force. The net force which change only direction of velocity of the body is called centripetal force. The net force which change only the direction of velocity. Actually, the body has to travel along the tangential direction, along the direction of velocity, but it will travel in circular path. How it is possible? There is a force which acts toward the center that will change the direction of velocity of body. That force is called centripetal force. Centripetal force also we can define in another way, that is a force which deviates the object from linear path and makes it travel along circular path is called centripetal force. A force which deviates the object from linear path and make it travel along circular path is called centripetal force. Actually, the object has to be travel in the direction of the velocity. It has to travel in the direction of velocity in linear path. For example, when you whirl a stone around a finger, you will observe that if you release the stone, it will travel in the direction of tangential direction. Here, a force is the responsible for the circular motion. That force which deviates the object from linear path and make it travel along circular path is called centripetal force. Here we can see the direction of the velocity and direction of the acceleration, centripetal acceleration or centripetal force. The direction of centripetal acceleration and centripetal force are same direction. From Newton's second law, already you know the Newton's second law. From Newton's second law, F is equal ma. So what we can write, therefore centripetal force Fc is equal mac. So in place of F we are writing Fc. Fc represent centripetal force. M is as it is. M is the mass of the object which revolving in a circular path. And in place of A we are writing AC. AC is the centripetal acceleration. Already you know centripetal acceleration is equal V square by R. By substituting V square by R in place of AC, we will get Fc is equal mv square by R. Fc is equal mv square by R. So formula for centripetal force is mv square by R. Centripetal force is a net force directed toward the center of the circle. Centripetal force is a net force that will directed toward the center of the circle. Centripetal means toward the center. It always acting in the direction of the center. You can take one stone. If you whirl that stone by using a string tied to that stone, you will observe that the stone is revolving in circular path. But if you release the stone suddenly, it will take tangential path. So what we can say, the direction of velocity is always tangential path, but centripetal acceleration or centripetal force is toward the center. That's why the object will traveling in the circular path. So students, we will continue this class in next class.